Hello, welcome to the crowdfunding video. I guess we're calling it that. Where, we've just crossed 30,000 big ones, 30,000 subscribers and all that on the main channel. I've got a light over here, my desk lamp. It's like the only light on for, some mood lighting. Well, okay. I've also got my phone behind me lighting up a bit of the wall because I heard that that's like supposed to be, that's what like fancy folks do. You light up your backdrop just a little bit, just a teensy bit. But I threw a pillowcase over my lamp over here to keep it from being too harsh of a light. That way it's like a nice soft light, which it's still a little harsh as you can tell, but you work with what you got. Anyway, speaking of, it did seem like an opportune moment to sort of open the floodgates for all sorts of different kinds of crowdfunding stuff, right? The usual fare. Open up YouTube channel memberships, Patreon, Coffee, that sort of thing. Just have generally a lot of different avenues for people to offer up tips, financial support, whatever nomenclature you want to use, if they'd like. Very much, I want to lean into that if you'd like. Make it very optional. I very much want to keep this like ultra optional, ultra opt-in. So much so that everything that I do there is going to remain completely accessible. I don't want to have anything put behind and gated behind a paywall of any sort. Meaning that that compared to a lot of other Patreons and other methods of funding and all that stuff, it's a pretty bad deal. You aren't getting like bonus special videos or special bits of audio. You won't be voting in what games I play next because I want to control what games I play next. I want to play games I like. I want to maintain that. I don't want to be forced into playing something that I don't enjoy, or if I do end up playing something that I don't enjoy, I want it to be through my own volition. I want to have inflicted that pain on myself, right? You get the idea. I very much want to have it with the idea in mind that a younger version of myself would be able to see all of the stuff that I put out, right? A young version of me could come along and watch all of that freely, right? Well, I guess you get ads and stuff, but you get the idea. But yeah, going deeper into the Patreon stuff, if I ever do, and I probably will, make posts on Patreon itself, and like link up videos or audio or whatever there, even those, I want to be completely public, right? They'll be sort of more behind the scenes, I guess, or something like that. I've been like brainstorming ideas about that. But even if you go there, I want it to be completely public. So even if you're not a patron or whatever of the page, you can go there and you can see whatever I've been posting for free. Just totally right there if you're interested in that, which I don't know, it's not like in the main purview of the channel, but I'm sure there's some folks who might be interested in that sort of thing. And that'll be just, like spur of the moment, like very low commitment, just whenever and if ever there's an idea for it, right? Any sort of like tip or financial support, donation, however you want to use your jargon and all that, it will go immediately to stuff like this, stuff to like getting a better webcam that doesn't run in only 30 frames per second and 720p, getting like better lighting, better soft lighting, like a ring light or something. There's like that key light stuff. If you aren't even aware of like, if you're like in such a surprise of the webcam at all, also, hey, check out some of the Twitch streams that we do. I very frequently now, for months I guess, have the webcam going for those. I'd like to keep it there though as like sort of a, like a fun, unique thing to make some sort of dichotomy between the Twitch and YouTube channel and all that stuff, between like pre-recorded video and live content and all that. And of course there's the archives channel and all that just as well if you're into all of that. But even if you aren't into that and you're like, well, I don't need the camera, I don't need the lights, of course not. Hey, that stuff also helps out here by upgrading my computer and all that stuff. All the usual fare from that I've talked about in the past of like all the benefits of the ad revenue and junk like that, right? All of this funnels into like computer upgrades, having a safety net for the computer, right? In case any sort of hardware failures that are like really bad, really catastrophic or whatever occur. I'll have a safety net like that. Like I said, equipment upgrades, new games, I don't know, like health insurance, paying bills, groceries, all sorts of stuff like that. You get the idea. You get the idea. But yeah, there are a few avenues through which you can do that. Like I said, there'll be like patreon.com/Lyle Shnub or coffee.com/Lyle Shnub if you're familiar with the site Coffee or Patreon. If not, or if you're just afraid of getting the link incorrect, there'll be plenty of links provided in the description or the comment section, pinned comment, if you're into that. Yes, there's lots of venues. I think Patreon is probably my preference, if you're wondering, but Patreon is like a monthly thing, and Coffee is more of like a one-time or once every now and then sort of thing, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. For Patreon, they have this option to where they do upfront charging or whatever, and I opted out of that. It seemed kind of, I don't know, predatory? I don't know, because if someone has upfront charging on, and they subscribe to someone who does like the monthly thing, and you're at the end of the month, let's suppose like 2 days from when you sign up to someone's Patreon, you get charged instantly, and then 2 days later it's the first of the month, you get charged again? Nah, I don't think so. I'm not into that. So instead, it would be every first of the month, in accordance with whatever ancient law that Patreon has created. I don't know. But thank you very much. Originally I wanted this to be outdoors, this video, with me standing in our backyard, which our backyard is like neighbor to a farm. And I thought that would be fun to have me like dressed up in like a corduroy suit that I bought for a party recently. And wear that there and just yell across the backyard and all of that. But good Lord, is just miserable outside. It's been like raining off and on all this week here. It's been wild. But yeah, in this video we'll probably do several little vlogger, blogger, jump cut things, as you've probably seen before in a bazillion other videos. I wanted to keep this one unscripted and all that. It just feels more genuine, I guess, to not script this video, right? So that comes off way better, I think. I think that's just way more honest or whatever. Thank you for your time with this video. Trying to keep it short and sweet, sure as I possibly can. Good Lord, I have difficulty with that. But thank you very much for your time. And like I said, it's just business as usual. Other than that, right? Everything is just going to continue on as it always has. There's nothing locked behind a pay gate. You don't have to worry about missing anything like that. Entirely, purely optional. And of course, entirely very much appreciated. Thanks to anyone who may decide to go through with all this. And thank you anyways to anyone who isn't, right? You're still watching videos or whatever. Appreciate that all the same, even if you're just for whatever, yeah, even if for whatever reason you are just watching this weird video. Thank you. That's very strange that you found me through this video of all things, but thank you nonetheless. I appreciate that. It's very appreciated. Anyway, that ought to do it. Trying to keep it short and sweet and all that stuff. Appreciate you, and please, of course, take care of each other.